Overall record 10-2. Haven't played it much this year for obvious reasons, but the program does end on the 3rd, so it's not too far away. 48 hours or so. And the plan now sitting at 400 stars, or 400 for a rating, sorry, but the program sitting at 0 stars, working our way towards 100 and getting flawless, which will be Mark McGwire. As a Cardinal fan, someone who's going to run a Cardinal ranked theme team, he certainly will be very helpful. He can play multiple positions, though he probably is going to be my DH. So I'll have to see how I feel about that. It'd be nice to have Mo too, but I do not have enough time to run through this program super quickly. Or, I'm sorry, I don't have enough time to try to push for 900. So we do what we do. So, some stats for stars, because wins don't count. Innings. I imagine 50 innings probably. I mean, 100 innings would be nice, but somewhere around there. And then getting up to the higher rank, getting up to Hall of Fame, which means I'd have to hit 700. I don't know if I have enough time to do that, but there are other things to do for points or stars. Stolen bases, home runs, total, like that should be a given. Getting on base 20 times, that at least a couple times should be a given. Oh, we'll see what we can do. We go from there. So it's a Cardinal themed team. So we're going to put together all Cardinals with an exception. So, this is where things get interesting. The wild card, the actual wild card spot, is a Cardinal card. It has to be a Cardinal card from a previous season. Strikeout came up with a great idea of having a season 2 wild card, and 2 of them, one for a batter or position player and one for a pitcher. So given what I have, the question is, where would I want the wild card? Because it would either be in left field or center, or sorry, catcher. Everything else I'm comfortable with. Nootbaar in center, because we're going to have Carp for the Cardinal, boost. I already have my captains there, so every Cardinal player, 15 plus power, 15 plus contact, both sides. And then pitchers, Cardinal card pitchers, 10K, 10 walk, 10 hit per 9, and 10 clutch. With that said, fine with Nootbaar, fine with Larry Walker in right. Carlson's going to play first. And the reason being is I don't want him in the outfield, but I still want to use him because I feel like I should with him being a season 2 card. Carp obviously a part of it. Mason, Wynn, and Gorman at short and third. Goldie will DH, so his bat will still be in the lineup, but he is not as good of a fielder as Carlson is, even with the penalty for secondary. So Goldie will DH. And then the question is catcher, left field. So I already went and bought the holiday card, even though I know I will earn him in the program. Technically, I could put him in left. Wouldn't be bad. I hit well with him in the past. But I could probably do better. The question is the catcher. So Contreras is the only Cardinal catcher that I have. And he's actually not bad. He's got a great arm, but he's not going to be a great fielder. Even with him being super fractured, that's okay. But he's got lots of power. I think he's going to be a solid batter. This is the question, because I have a lot of options. I could go Griffey, which was what my initial thought was, going him, because that gives me a solid fielder. 71 speed, I mean, I could do better than that, but a solid fielder and a bat that I'm comfortable with. And given the handedness might overwhelm with lefties, but that's okay. The problem is I don't really have anyone else I can go with that catcher, and I think that's what's going to ultimately be the decision maker. Contreras kind of has to start. Could go with Adley. It would have been easier when he was supercharged, but I feel like I have to, I kind of have to go with Contreras here, so that only frees up left field for a wild card. So Griffey would take a little bit of a hit too, but it's probably what I'm going to feel most comfortable with given my options. Jason Hayward was going to start out there, but then once I got Holiday, that wasn't necessary. I mean, Holiday technically could, but I'll have the bench bat. I do need to get a different bench bat other than Ohape. So we'll go Griffey. Means I have to replace Ohape with a Cardinal card. And we're going to go with a right-handed bat. So I have a switch hitter. Well, no. We can go with Stan here. It gives me two left-handed, well, technically a left-handed bat, two righties, and then a switch hitter and Edmund. Eventually I'll get Edmund's card. That'll change kind of what I do, but for now, that's what I got. Okay. Pitching. Jordan Montgomery. Waka, of course. And then the question were the other spots. So I've got Sonny Gray. And I could use this version, or I could use his captain card. If I can find it right here. So with the Cardinal boost, his K per 9 is higher, his clutch is not as high, stamina is not as high. Still not sure what I want to do here. Because I feel like it could go either way, and there's really no bad decision. His control is better. His stamina kind of matters, and the fact that he doesn't have any is also a factor. Lance Lynn, definitely use his captain card. That other spot. It's going to have to be a Cardinal card because I need my wild card to be a bullpen card. Don't really have a ton of options here. I can go Sandy. He's not terrible, truthfully. That's probably what I'm going to have to go. John King just isn't going to cut it. I do have to make sure that I have enough actual Cardinal cards to get the boost. So I've got 13. Can't really spend too many more elsewhere. And that's kind of the problem. Well, Camilla, that's the easy choice. So Helsley is good. Middleton, but we have Miller. I'll put these guys down there. That'll be kind of the end of the pen. Duvall is the one guy that I could swap out for someone else. Kelly. So Miller, Romero. I have two lefties. Probably use another lefty. Camilo would be the spot. So the question is, who would I take over him? Like Tanner Scott wouldn't be a bad card to use. Chapman works for everybody but me. But I do need a left-handed, another lefty. So I think in this case we'll go with Tanner. So 4 diamonds. Some other cards. The problem is Middleton's not boosted. It's a little bit of a problem. Don't know who else. It has to actually be a Cardinal card. It can't be a Cardinal pitcher. It has to be a Cardinal card. I will have to see who is here. Kittredge. I'm cool with that. Kittredge actually is a good, solid card anyway. So now with that boost, like these guys are all former Cardinals. Well, except for Scott. But Kelly, former Cardinals. And then Miller former, Helsley, Romero, and Kittredge current. 2 of them are silvers. Kind of hurts to see Helsley continue to drop, but he has got his saves, but he's kind of struggled to get the last couple. And then Romero. So 3 lefties, 5 righties. Okay, that's the squad. Looking at the lineup, This could be fun. Actually have to put together a good lineup. I don't have to worry about PXP. So, to keep balance, it needs to start with a switch hitter or a lefty. Actually, probably a lefty. So I'll go Walker, Goldie, Newbar, boy, I do not like Contreras batting that high up in the lineup. We'll actually swap it. We'll go Win 2. And this is definitely scary because I clearly can't hit with this man offline, so this should be fun. So Walker, Win, Newbar, Goldie batting cleanup, Griffey batting 5th, Contreras 6. Oh yeah, Carp. I totally forgot about Carp. Carp 5. This is going to sound crazy. You know what? No. Well, yeah, Carp 5. Griffey's going to bat 7. I know this sounds crazy, but Griffey is that's just Griffey. I'll double up and have 2 lefties, so Gorman bat 8 and then Carlson bat 9. So flip the order. Not a bad squad. Griffey, the reason I'm batting him so low, it's 364, but Carp is Carp. Let's be honest, at the end of the day, Carp always has to bat reasonably high in the order. I would bat him 3rd, but, and I could. Newpar's batting 282, Carp 292. Whatever. Let's just have Carp bat 3rd. So we'll run with that lineup. We'll make it work. So yeah, Griffey, the 1 Season 2 wild card. And then pitching wise, Tanner Scott will be the Season 2 wild card. And then my actual wild card spot is Newbar. Oh, there's one other thing that plays a factor here. And that's going to be the reward path. I'm at 506K. So I have to get to 570. Not going to be able to make it for this ranked season, but for the next, this will have to be a Cardinal card from Season 1, and I can already tell you it's going to be a pitcher. Who? Don't know, but it will be a pitcher.